Every crime leaves a shadow, but some killers don't just commit murder, they claim entire territories as their hunting ground, weaving their horrific acts into the very fabric of specific locations. These are the stories of individuals whose crimes were measured not just by the brutal act, but by the devastating scale and reach of their deadly operations. Today, we examine 4 figures whose notoriety is inextricably linked to the geography of their evil. Number 1. Jeffrey Dahmer, the Milwaukee Cannibal. Jeffrey Dahmer's crimes were contained largely within a single, horrifying location: his apartment in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. From 1978 to 1991, Dahmer murdered 17 young men and boys, bringing his victims back to his residence. His apartment became a private chamber of horrors, where his crimes involved not only murder but also necrophilia and cannibalism. Dahmer's capture in 1991 revealed an appalling scene: a refrigerator stocked with human organs, skulls in a cabinet, and a detailed record of his victims. The sheer audacity of his crimes, committed just doors away from his neighbors, shattered the quiet life of the community. Dahmer's case remains one of the most chilling examples of a killer whose entire world was focused on luring victims to his lethal domestic sphere, where he could execute his fantasies undisturbed. Number 2. Randy Kraft, the Scorecard Killer. Randy Kraft was a seemingly average software engineer whose criminal territory spanned California and Oregon. Operating undetected for nearly 2 decades, 1971 to 1983, Kraft is believed to have sexually assaulted and murdered at least 67 young men, mostly hitchhikers or those picked up at gay bars. What distinguished Kraft was his chilling organizational method: a cryptic, coded scorecard found in his vehicle that logged his victims with abbreviated references. This systematic record revealed a monstrous, calculating mind using the anonymity of the American highway system to facilitate his spree. Caught only after a traffic stop in 1983, when a recently deceased victim was found in the passenger seat of his car, Kraft's case exposed the terrifying reality of a nomadic serial killer operating across vast distances with bureaucratic precision. Number 3. Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer. Gary Ridgway, a truck painter from Washington State, is one of the most prolific American serial killers, convicted of 49 murders, though he confessed to many more. His primary hunting territory was South King County in Washington in the 1980s, targeting vulnerable young women, many of whom were sex workers or runaways. He earned his grim moniker because he frequently disposed of his victims' bodies in and around the Green River. Ridgway lived an unassuming life, often blending into the very communities he terrorized. Despite being a suspect early on, he continued to operate for decades until DNA technology finally secured his arrest in 2001. Ridgway's story is a haunting demonstration of a killer using a major waterway and its remote banks as an extension of his killing process, weaponizing an entire natural landscape to conceal the magnitude of his spree. Number 4. H. Holmes, the Devil in the White City. H. Holmes, operating in Chicago during the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition, is considered one of America's first modern serial killers. His killing field was a massive, purpose-built structure near the fairgrounds, later dubbed the Murder Castle. This 3-story hotel was specifically designed for his sadistic purposes, featuring soundproof rooms, secret passages, trapdoors, and a basement outfitted for dissection and cremation. Holmes lured countless people, employees, tenants, and visitors to the fair, into his structure, which was essentially a custom-built maze of death. Though his true victim count is unknown, he confessed to 27 murders. Holmes' case is a chilling historical anomaly: a killer whose entire territory was a single building, a monstrous architectural creation built to facilitate and hide his heinous crimes during a period of national excitement. From the confines of a single apartment to the vastness of the interstate and the banks of a river, these stories prove that the greatest horrors are often carried out in carefully chosen, concealed spaces. They are a dark reminder that some monsters are defined not just by what they do, but by the deadly ground they claim. Like this video and subscribe for more true crime story.